Rigo Namaskara. That's just to prove that I'm actually from Bangalore. And I live by the Hebble flyover, so traffic becomes more part of my life than I ever knew it would be. When Yo's asked me to present, I looked at the tracks that you have for this summer, and AI, I can talk about with the back of my hand, sustainability, absolutely no problem. Drones, we're using them for inspection. Smart manufacturing, we're doing that. Clean mobility is probably the weakest out of those subjects, so I've scripted it, so sorry I didn't learn it, otherwise I'd like to be walking around the stage. So $1 trillion, that is the global investment that is flowing into clean energy and connected mobility. But it's not the thing that keeps me up at night. That is, how do we ensure that this unprecedented transformation does not create unprecedented risks? India has a unique opportunity, not just to participate in the revolution, but to define it and to set the global benchmarks for safe and sustainable innovation. Because if we get this right, India will not just make the most vehicles, it will make the most trusted ones. India is moving fast. Electric 2- and 3-wheelers are leading global adoption. The incentives for 4-wheelers under the PLI schemes are gathering pace. The entire ecosystem of batteries, charging, software, and data is evolving almost monthly. But there is a paradox. We're electrifying transportation faster than we're certifying it. And as someone who meets both manufacturers and regulators regularly, I see the ambition firsthand. New prototypes appear every week, and testing demand at facilities such as ARAI have multiplied several times over. Yet the nation's certification capacity, the independent assurance that technologies are safe, reliable, and compliant, has not expanded at the same rate. It's not a criticism, it's a reflection of our success. India's pace of innovation has outstripped the very infrastructure designed to validate it. By 2030, we will need millions of professionals skilled in battery technology, charging networks, grid integration, other things like this, and the challenge is not just numbers, but it's also in readiness. This is India's clean mobility moment, but to sustain it, ambition must be matched by the assurance. So I picked out 3 bottlenecks that I wanted to look at. The first one is about safety standards. We've all seen the headlines that are out there about battery fires, thermal incidents, the thermal runaway events, and each one chips away at public confidence. As vehicles become more connected, another layer of risk emerges. I think with a modern EV, you're generating about 25 gigabytes of data per hour. But who's validating the cybersecurity of this data? In one international case, a charging network was found to have vulnerabilities, like remote access vulnerabilities, not by design, but by oversight. And these are reminders that safety and cybersecurity standards must evolve in step with innovation. We work across, I don't know, probably 80 countries in the world, and we've seen a clear pattern. The markets that invested early in certification infrastructure attracted more foreign investment and suffered fewer recalls. It's not a coincidence, it's cause and effect. The second one, and Jan already spoke about this, is the skill gap. And I think this is, it's not just about quantity, it's about quality. India needs to train more people. But the real question is, to what benchmark are we going to train people? In Europe, EV charging systems must comply with IEC 62196 standards. But what are we training technicians to in India? In a recent skills audit across South Asia, we found out that more than half of the technicians working on EV systems are unfamiliar with basic battery safety protocols. It's not a lack of intelligence, it's a lack of access to structured and certified training. The India advantage will not come from cheapest labor, but from the most trusted skills. And workers trained and certified to global standards can deploy anywhere in the world, and that is how you turn a demographic dividend into an exportable capability. Thirdly, the third bottleneck is about infrastructure without insurance. India plans on investing about 30,000 crore in EV charging infrastructure. But the certification framework ensures interoperability and cybersecurity and grid safety is lacking. You've seen parallels in the renewable industry, where we have projects that are delayed from 12 to 18 months because compliance issues arise too late after commissioning. When we build the infrastructure faster than we assure it, then we risk creating these stranded assets. And then we have issues with public trust. It's not just a technical challenge. To make India the trusted hub of clean mobility, there's 3 pillars which I think are essential. The first one is about harmonized standards. Different states still follow different EV safety protocols, and that fragmentation kills the scale. Harmonization builds investor and consumer confidence. Secondly, the certification capacity. Germany has more than 40 accredited battery testing labs. India has around about 6. It's not just a statistic, it's an insight into the way it's working, right? Certification infrastructure is as vital to national competitiveness as highways or ports. And while testing today is pretty much centered on ARAI and some other government facilities, the opportunity to expand capacity and collaboration so that India is ready when it begins exporting advanced batteries and mobility systems is key for this. And the third one is the skills. It's not just about IITs or ITIs. We need clear certification pathways for the 2 million auto mechanics who will transition to EVs over the next decade. And the German model shows that training reduces workplace accidents by 40% and raises employability by 65%. And beyond India, the rest of the other nations are watching. Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, they'll all be watching what India is doing. We need to export systems and we'll export confidence. I have 2 minutes left. So, the India advantage in clean mobility, it's not going to be won by being first. It will be won by being trusted. I said earlier, $1.2 trillion is on the move globally, and the question is whether it will move safely, sustainability, and with India setting the benchmark. Ambition drives progress, and assurance turns that progress into permanence. I think the choice and the opportunity are ours in India. Do we have the video? Is that? Yeah? Okay. So then I just wanted to show you, because we talked about skills and because Jan mentioned high voltage, I'd also show you what we just launched in India this year for high voltage training.
For over 150 years, TÜV has been at the forefront of making technology safe, reliable, and sustainable. As a global leader in EV safety, we are proud to introduce a pioneering solution right here in India, the TÜV E-Mobility Training Mobile Lab. This is no ordinary training facility. The mobile lab is a fully equipped classroom on wheels, designed to bring hands-on training directly to your doorstep. Inside, professionals will gain unprecedented access to EV powertrains, battery systems, and safety components, exploring the intricate systems that power today's electric vehicles.
TÜV provides 3 levels in high voltage safety training. Level 1 is the minimum training required for any technician, and it provides essential safety awareness outlining what employees should and shouldn't do around high voltage vehicles. Level 2 equips technicians in-depth knowledge of high voltage components, enabling them to safely decommission systems and ensure the safety of level 1 technicians. Level 3 prepares advanced technicians to handle complex scenarios, including situations where deactivating the system is not possible or its status is unknown. Example, repairs regarding the battery pack or working on a car which has met with a collision.
At TÜV, we are committed to advancing the capabilities of India's workforce by bringing the latest training directly to where it's needed most.
We are ensuring that technicians are equipped for the challenges of today and tomorrow. Whether you're part of an OEM, Tier 1 or Tier 2 supplier, or an individual seeking to upskill,
TÜV is making EV safety training accessible across India.
The future of mobility is electric,
and TÜV is here to ensure that safety is never compromised. Together we are building a safer, more sustainable future for India's electric revolution.
Thank you.